Every drop matters.
The Ute tribes fight for their water rights.
Many people view Lake Nighthorse as a fun place to escape during the weekend, while others see it as an opportunity to fill their homes with fresh, running water.
The distribution of water from Lake Nighthorse has affected the Ute tribes' rights regarding their fair allocation of accessible water. For the Ute tribes to successfully defend their sovereignty, the United States government needs to take responsibility and fulfill the water promises they have made in historical treaties with the tribe. Although the Ute tribes hold water rights to the lake, they aren't receiving their share due to economic, political, and social-related reasons.
The Ute reservations located near southwest Colorado are sometimes known as the dry side because of the lack of water. On nau.edu it states,
much like the rest of the Four Corners region, the Ute Mountain Ute people have seen many climate-related changes in the last 30-plus years, including increases in temperature, reduced precipitation, increased drought conditions, increases in wildfires, more dust storms, and changes in seasonality, such as winter arriving later and the snowpack melting sooner, diminishing spring rains, and higher summer temperatures. All of these factors are leading to springs and streams that are drying up.
This shows that people living on the Ute reservations are slowly losing access to water because of the drought. On the same website, it states,
the increase in dust storms and drier, hotter air leads to people spending more time indoors and consequently experiencing higher electric bills when trying to keep their homes cool.
This proves that because the environment cannot provide a stable supply of water, they need to be provided by water some other way.
The Ute people inhabited the mountains and vast areas of Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, eastern Nevada, Arizona, and northern New Mexico. The Utes connected with the land and created a unique relationship with the ecosystem. They would travel and camp, going from site to site, taking well-established routes, such as the Ute Trail.
Each Ute tribe settled in different areas across the southwestern states. The remaining of the Ute people became a loose confederation of tribal units called bands. Today, the Mowachi and Caputa bands make up the Southern Ute tribe, which is headquartered in Ignacio, Colorado. Lorelei Cloud, vice chairman of the Southern Ute tribe, states, "When we pray, we always pray about water. We pray it's always going to be there to take care of our people."
As the Utes began to be integrated into Western culture, they realized they would need water supplies to survive. SouthernUteHistory.gov said,
"Without water, the red man could not learn how to farm and become a productive member of society, or become totally assimilated into American culture. Although there is an implied water right of Native American tribes on reservations that supersedes water rights of non-Indians, the issue is bitter and proved to be a long and expensive legal battle."
The website also states, in 1988, the Colorado Ute Indian Water Rights Settlement Act was approved by the United States government. Its primary objective was to supply irrigation, municipal, and industrial water to the Ute, Mountain Ute, and Southern Ute tribes of Colorado from the Animas La Plata Water Project.
This proves that the water from the Animas La Plata Project is theirs and was made to provide water from the Southern Ute and Ute Mountain Ute tribes.
Lake Nighthorse began construction in April 2002. Rocky Mountain PBS states, the primary goal was to supply and deliver water to the Southern Ute and Ute Mountain Ute tribes. This construction project was called the Animas La Plata Project. Since then, the tribes still require water delivery trucks to their home.
The filling of Lake Nighthorse Reservoir started in 2009, but the tribes are not getting their water rights promised to them from the 1988 Settlement Act. Lake Nighthorse opened in 2011, used only for water storage, until they opened it to the public in 2018.
To this day, the government still have not come up with specific plans, and the tribes cannot get funding for pipelines running from the lake to their reservations.
There are many documents that prove why the Ute tribe should have easy access water rights. For example, IndianAffairs.gov talks about the Indian Ute Water Rights Settlement Act of 1988 and states,
the intent of Indian water rights settlements is to aid in securing tribal and individual Indian rights to historic tribal land and ensuring permanent access to clean, reliable water supplies.
Also, Section 7 of the Dawes Act states that in cases where the use of water for irrigation is necessary to render the lands within any Indian reservation available for agricultural purposes, the Secretary of the Interior be, and he is hereby authorized to prescribe such rules and regulations as he may deem necessary to secure a just and equal distribution among any such reservation.
In other words, the Secretary of the Interior of the U.S. government is responsible for providing water to Native Americans for any agricultural purposes. Given the provided evidence, the government agreed to provide water to the Ute tribes for agricultural and personal reasons.
Everybody needs water, including the Ute, Mountain Ute, and Southern Ute tribes. They have no running water in their homes and own several acre-feet of Lake Nighthorse, but have no way to access it because of the lack of funds to build pipes. The Ute Mountain Ute tribe and the Southern Ute tribe together own 33,000 acre-feet, yet they still don't have running water on their reservation. Manuel Hart, chairman of the Ute Mountain Ute tribe, states,
"How does the Ute Mountain Ute tribe get our share of the water of 16,000 acre-feet from Lake Nighthorse? We could go back to Congress in Washington, D.C., and request them for more funding for a delivery system, which would amount to around $500 million.
The Ute Mountain Ute Reservation is located in the Four Corners area in Colorado and New Mexico. Manuel Hart states,
"It was like a third world country. We had electricity but no plumbing. A lot of people would go to Cortez to do laundry or even take showers."
Also, Andrew Gallegos, council member of the Southern Ute tribe, talks about how hauling water comes with an extra economic burden for tribal members, including having to spend money to hire somebody that can haul water if they don't have a truck or a container to haul it themselves. And with that comes with expense, wear and tear on your vehicle, maintenance. It's just another hit to your wallet. This demonstrates how the Utes lack water rights.
There is much significance for this topic. If the Utes were able to use their water rights, they could build the proper infrastructure and they would have running water in their homes, which would lead to a better community, including increasingly advanced agriculture, tourism, and more.
Also, the water in Lake Nighthorse would be put to good use, supplying thousands of homes with fresh water without needing a truck delivery system. Manuel Hart states, "Our water has been sitting in Lake Nighthorse for over a decade, and in this time period we've been in a 20-year drought. We too want that same equity to do things with what water that we have." Lorelei Cloud, vice chairman of the Southern Ute tribe, states, "We didn't have any running water, so we always hauled water to our house."
Today, southwestern Colorado is experiencing a dry winter and a drought. If this continues, the Ute Reservation will suffer even worse than the population as a whole. Rocky Mountain PBS states, "Streams originating in the San Juan Mountains of southwestern Colorado ultimately flow into the San Juan River, a major tributary to the Colorado River. Both Southern Ute and Ute Mountain Ute tribes are dependent on these snow-fed systems for cultural, domestic, agricultural, environmental, and industrial needs."
If the government can be responsible and recognize the tribe's rights, the world will be a better place knowing everybody has water.